What's good, y'all? Welcome to another installment of the 414 podcast. I'm your co-host, Dami.
This is Wes. How we doing?
Indeed. Welcome back once again to another one. Before we get into it, first and foremost, brother, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, bro. Just took a nice piss. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing pretty well.
Yo, TMI, bro.
First time.
You did not have to inform the people of the motions of your excretory system. It was extremely uncalled for, unwarranted, and unwanted.
Hey,
And I
drop
think you
out of
owe the
jury
people.
jar. This is not a courtroom.
I think you owe the people an apology.
I solemnly do apologize for his lack of awareness. This is not a courtroom. You know, we're bringing you guys what you want. A nice episode. We're back at it. We got the Night Stalker
Information
Dami in the
about
flesh.
Your piss? Stop it. That's not what the people wanted to hear, brother.
No, listen. We got the Nigerian Night Stalker. You got Wild West in the building. We getting straight to it, bro. What we got going?
Wild West is wicked.
Hey, bro, I got some stories.
What'd you call me? A Nigerian night walker? What?
Night Stalker.
That's gotta be racist, bro. That might cost you in corporate one day, bro.
You think so? The Nigerian Night Stalker?
That might cost you in corporate one day, brother. You better pray this take off.
I hope not.
Ooh. You said investment banking, right? Yo, JP Morgan?
Not too much. Come on, bro.
Morgan Stanley?
Not too much.
Y'all live a catch with?
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
Anywho,
but yeah,
past this man's shenanigans. Hey, yo, welcome back to another one. I'm going to keep welcoming y'all. I like appreciating that you're here. But we going to go ahead and get into a few topics today. And I guess, we do got to talk about this one. So, unfortunately, over in Illinois, a woman was murdered by the local police department. So the story goes, she thought that there was an intruder on her property. She called the police. They looked around the property and they didn't see anyone. They went inside, asked her for ID. She had a pot of boiling water on the stove. And I guess police officer thought he was going for it. He took out his gun, pointed at her, said, "Put your hand, or take your hand off the pot." Took her hands off. Her hands went up and she was on the ground. The officer got close. I guess he couldn't see her because she was like on the other side of the kitchen and, maybe like under the counter kind of. And she came up a little bit. And at some point she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And I think that kind of set him off for some reason. And one thing led to another. And, unfortunately, he shot her and she passed away from her injuries.
It is unfortunate.
Extremely unfortunate case. Her name was Sonia Macy. So, God rest that woman's soul. And, definitely prayers out to her and her family.
For sure. This is one of those topics, man, where it's definitely, you come into it with a heavy heart. The situation, especially around the circumstances, it definitely could play on the race thing as well. It's just, I think, taking out the race aspect, it's just a bad situation all around. You had a woman home presumably listening to the officer up until that instant. I mean, it's not even presumably, it was on recording. She was doing what he was saying, upset, obviously, about the situation. Then the officer, who knows what he was going through or what circumstances he was in, but decided to make a rash decision, costing somebody their life, which is never okay.
Ain't no circumstances that warrants and that's how behavior at all. I don't care how bad your day was, how crappy your life is.
Right.
Doing that to someone, to the people around them, it's an awful thing through and through. I don't know if you know this. Well, first of all, his name was Sean Grayson. He was terminated, from the police department, and he was arrested and he's being charged with first-degree murder, I believe. But I don't know if you know this. I came across the clip earlier today. I think I forgot to mention it to you off camera. But about, I believe, 2 years ago, he was brought in for disciplinary issues. And there's like audio recording of a conversation with him and I'm assuming one of his higher ups. And the issue was that I'm assuming he wasn't being too trustworthy. I believe he said something happened at a certain location, but it turned out to be the opposite.
Already, something like that. Yeah. I've always wondered about situations.
So it's like like his story wasn't adding up, and I guess Sarge brought him in, and he was talking to him. He was like, "What's going on? This is something that we simply cannot tolerate. A lot of people like you around here. You can't be doing things like this." And it's like, man, It sounded to me like you should have fired him a long
Yeah.
time ago.
That's a tough one though, because with the community, as far as like any community, you don't want to oust none of your, fellow members. However, I think when it comes to policing, it's one of those jobs where it's like if you mess up, the consequences could be, someone's life. So if you have someone that's lying or doing nefarious things on the job, you got to get rid of them or at least discipline them, appropriately. But situations like this, someone having issues prior to an incident like this makes you question, what was his higher ups or what was his superiors hiding to keep him safe.
No, absolutely, for sure. And I just pulled it up recently. Apparently, he was discharged from the Army, the U.S. Army, after a big misconduct incident. I don't see any details about that, but he was discharged from Fort Riley over in Kansas. And on top of that, he had DUIs on a record. They let you be a cop with DUIs. That's insane.
Interesting.
But he had DUIs on file, and he had another situation where he failed to obey a command while working for another sheriff's office in Illinois, and he was told that he needed to take high stress decision making classes, which is extremely and unfortunately ironic.
Right. This plays right back into the situation at hand, where it's like a lot of these things, it's kind of like the writing on the wall. A lot of these things were amounting to, unfortunately, the decision that just happened to Miss Mace.
Absolutely. But I mean, all in all, to sum it up, again, very unfortunate situation. My prayers go out to her family. I think I mentioned it to you yesterday that her son was the first person to find out. They reached out to him about it, and they said your mother was shot. And he was asking on the phone, who shot my mom? What happened?
Right.
And they just wouldn't tell him.
Which is so messed up. At that point, if you're gonna tell him that, you might as well tell him who did it or who you suspect of doing it. But I think they did that because they wanted to cover their own, their own asses in this situation.
I mean, it was gonna come out anyway. What were you covering, really?
I guess they were trying to buy their time to come up with a better story, maybe. But even then, me trying to play a devil's advocate is no good because either way, the situation is absolutely abysmal. Like at that point, just come clean about everything. Hey, listen, one of our officers shot him. I'm so sorry. This is unfortunate. This is something we never tolerate. We're getting on it. Like you got to just play damage control at that point.
For sure.
But it's gonna be a nice hefty lawsuit for the son, even though that's not gonna bring his mom back.
Oh, for sure.
That's the
family
least you would
getting
expect.
a big payout.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
settlement.
for sure. Even outside of like the criminal litigation as well. But even then, bro, like money can't bring his mom back.
Exactly.
So
definitely
a story. But yeah, no, I mean, it's sad to say. I definitely do think when it comes to policing, it's a hard job, bro. But I think they definitely need more training in the realm of how to handle certain situations. More of with a more socially aware, emotionally aware context. Like I don't think she was really posing much of a threat with the boiled water. I think the context plays a big part of it. From either perspective, it could be looked at as like maybe there was a threat or maybe there wasn't a threat. However, I think this situation shouldn't have happened regardless.
For sure. There was some reports saying, because I can't remember what exactly his name was, but there was a police officer. I believe he does have his own YouTube channel. He reviewed the footage. And based on his own analysis and what he looked at, apparently like she did try to throw the pot of boiling water. But even still, come on, man, you had a taser.
Yeah.
What's some burns compared to what life, No,
it's a fair
not
point.
to saying police officers shouldn't protect themselves, but
for sure,
the gun shouldn't have been your first choice in self-defense.
Right. It's always a tricky situation when it comes to things like that, But I think it comes back down to training as well. And I mean, also too, I won't even go as to that far. I think that's a big aspect, but looking at the guy's track record, I mean, he wasn't,
no amount of training would have changed that outcome.
Yeah,
people want people at the end of the day.
Right. And I just think it was just the unfortunate circumstance that she had that specific officer on that specific call at that specific time.
Absolutely. And I don't know, if you peeped at the very beginning of the clip, as soon as she opened the door, the first thing she said was, "Please don't hurt me."
That says a
And the
lot.
response was like, why would we do that? You know, we're the police. You called us. We're here to help.
Right.
It's an unfortunate case.
Yeah, man. Last thing you do, or last thing you expect to do, is call for help, and the help ends up killing you. That's the last thing you would expect.
Yeah. But onto a
more higher note topic. What else
For
do you
sure.
have? Because that definitely is a.
got me feeling all sad, man. Let me switch
bro.
gears. Rest in peace,
Let's-
Thurl. Let me switch
switch into
gears a bit.
something.
The Olympics began last week. Opening ceremony, Paris 2024. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling real American, bro. Bring out the fireworks. Bring out
You goddamn right.
what? Oh, okay. I thought it was a problem.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, I complain about this country all day. Yeah, 4th of July, the Olympics. Oh, yeah.
Bro.
I'm just as American as everybody else.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Nah, man. I think I looked. Last time I looked, I think American was leading in the amount of medals won thus far. I think they had like 20 medals.
Already?
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken.
It just
They had
started.
20. I know, but
Am I bugging?
but you got to remember, I'm not counting just gold. I'm saying medals in general. So gold, silver, and bronze.
Olympics
medals.
is just a month long, right? Around there.
I believe so. I believe so.
They really hit the ground running.
Bro, yeah, because you got to remember track. They killed in track. They
There are a
killed
lot of
in
track Olympics,
swimming. They won in swimming as well. And that's what I know thus far. But I think they have about 20 medals right now.
Olympic medal count. We are at 20. You're right.
Look at me. Look at me.
We are at 20. 3 gold, 8 silver, 9 bronze. Who has the most gold so far? Japan. Yeah, Japan, then France, then China, Australia, South Korea, then us.
But still, bro, for amount of medals, that's a lot.
Absolutely.
started.
I've been seeing various reports about how the thing's been going so far. From the opening ceremony, they had all of Team USA. I don't know if you see the clips, just everyone just
Yeah,
on
on
this
the
big
boat.
boat in
That's
the
the most
rain.
American thing I've ever
And
seen.
LeBron looking like George Washington with the
Mhm.
flag in the front.
The most American thing I've ever seen, bro.
For sure. It looked like a good time all in all.
For sure. Nah, they're living it up, having a good time. You got your track athletes killing it. You know, your swimmers killing it as well.
Absolutely. I saw a clip. This woman, she won the very first Olympic medal for her country. I believe it was the Philippines. And it was for, I don't know what the event is called. Is it weightlifting?
I think that's one of the events.
She
That's
cleaned
what it
like
was.
2 something, brother. Like over her head. It was insane.
Could be the powerlifting event.
Okay. Is that the name of the event, powerlifting?
Let me see. Because I know
Yeah,
they
that's
have
what
like,
it should be called.
I think it is powerlifting.
Yeah, because they just clean and deadlift, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they bench.
Yeah, it's a powerlifting event that she did.
Okay.
No, it's technically weightlifting, but there's
Yeah,
different
so
aspects to it.
I definitely watched that woman take a medal home for a country, which was a beautiful thing for sure. I didn't know until recently that you get paid when you win a medal by your country, depending on the country. I know
it depends on the country.
Norway don't give up nothing.
Norway and England don't give
No.
anything.
England too.
England doesn't give you anything.
Oof.
I think
for
they're kind
the
of
U.S.
like,
we give what, like 30K
something
for gold.
I believe so. Yeah.
Then it's like
something grand.
levels to it.
Yeah.
But I know, like for the Philippines, for that woman, it's like free housing for life and a car and a bunch of other things.
That's what's up though. I mean, that's the first one. That's a big achievement too at that.
Absolutely. So definitely excited to see where that goes. I know the only events we really care about here are what, track and field,
Track and field,
basketball, really.
Swimming probably coming in like a third.
I haven't heard anybody say nothing about swimming ever since that boy Phelps retired.
True.
That human tuna.
Hey, bro. The amount of medals he won.
You telling me that brother was streamlined?
Crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, I think, I'm not gonna lie, how America's looking at it now, bro, I think we kind of got it in the bag for the most part.
Fair enough. Did
20
you
medals
see
already?
how that believe it was a scrimmage, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, of the Team USA, the basketball team. They played South Sudan, I think.
No, I didn't see it. What was it?
It was definitely an African country. It might be a different one. But the final score was like 100 to 101. We barely won.
No, that's sick.
Barely. It's wild because you got KD out there and LeBron and Curry. Man, we won by 1 point.
That's crazy. That's actually wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely. Well, since we're talking about the Olympics, I saw a headline recently that Mark Cuban, owner of the Mavericks and billionaire as well, he did say that he's against NBA players playing in the Olympics. How you feel about that? Because I think his standpoint was, this doesn't exactly help out the NBA in any regard. If anything, it helps out the Olympics.
Yeah.
And it also, if an NBA player gets injured at an Olympic event, that does hinder them during the season.
Yeah.
So I think he was just saying it doesn't make too much sense, at least, from his perspective. And he was saying that we should keep it like 21 and under. So just send like college ball players.
I guess I could see that, but you got to remember, like, the Olympics is you're sending your best athletes, period. You're sending your best athletes to this event. Each nation sends their best athletes. So if that means you're sending your star, talent from the NBA, I could see the argument if you're an owner of a team and you have to send over a couple of your, I don't think you have to, but I think, they volunteer to be elected into it. But you're sending over your best players because they want to go. Yeah, because you're taking a risk. Because if they get hurt over there, now you're on the hook and now you have to figure out what to do. So I could see the argument. But I do think in terms of, like, if you're looking at it from the Olympic standpoint, you're sending your best players from your nation. You would want the best talent. And sending college ball players isn't a bad idea. But, I mean, you pin any college ball player against KD or Steph or LeBron, that's not, it's not even really an argument. Unless now you have all the other countries doing the same thing. They're sending 21 and under. But now the Olympics is going to look much different because everyone's younger.
For sure. But isn't that what they used to do before the Dream Team and they sent Jordan them over there? Wasn't it mainly college guys?
That I don't know.
I think so, because we were not doing well in the Olympics before they done pulled together and sent over NBA guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was the issue. That was called the Dream Team because it was a massive, massive change of pace.
Yeah, but I understand the argument if you're an owner and you gotta, you're the one that's kind of like making sure that this doesn't go bad and nobody gets hurt because they still have to come back and play. But I don't know. If I'm an Olympic team coordinator or recruiter, I'm trying to get the best talent. I don't care where, what league you play in. I don't care about all that other stuff. I want the best people for my team.
Very true. And I feel as though Mr. Cuban might be biased since it does have a direct correlation.
Yeah.
To his bank account.
Yeah,
if Kyrie or Luka Doncic gets hurt playing,
he's losing out on millions, bro.
Exactly.
So
his perspective is definitely different.
Bias there.
But hey, I'll definitely be rooting for Team USA. I want at least 80 medals. If I don't see us reaching that number and it gets too bad, I might have to step in. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think they got a competitive eating section too. So I think you might do some good work over there, bro.
Nah, bro. We already got Joey Chestnut for that. No need for me.
Nah, bro. Think about it, bro. The Nigerian Night Stalker on table 8.
How am I gonna rep Team USA? You gonna call me the Nigerian Night Stalker?
And you'll have like a USA pendant on when you go to the table.
How that look, bro?
Don't
Team
worry about
USA,
how it looks.
The Nigerian Night Stalker. Dami Lola.
Listen, bro. The optic, listen. America's not known for the best optics, so it doesn't matter how it looks.
What you be how it looks, bro? And the irony too. Watch Nigeria be up there as well,
bro. They're not gonna be up there for competitive eating. Nigeria? You think they'd be up there? Bro, America's one of the most obese countries, bro.
For sure, but
you gotta send your best. You gotta send your best eaters over there, not sexually. You gotta send your best eaters over there, bro. That's what I'm saying, dog. Because think about it.
Well, that's going on the TikTok.
Think
Hey,
about it,
Instagram.
bro. You got to think about this strategically. We have what, one of the most obese populations. We'd kill. We'd kill if it was competitive eating section in the Olympics.
True, but I feel as though with a lot of places that don't have that abundance of food, and many places are just not as accessible. So I think that might be more the issue. We just have access to more, since overall financially, your average American is doing much better than a lot of people overseas.
Oh, for sure. No, that's a good point. That is a good point, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, like I said, bro, if it starts not looking too good, I might have to step in. I might do some archery. Feel like I'd be nice at it. Just 10 points,
down, bro.
bro. That's how you gotta hold it, bro. You gotta
Right.
just let that thing fly.
agree.
Why are you looking away, bro? Don't make me get my crossbow.
Nah, dog. At this point, bro, we'll send you over to the competitive ping pong table. Let you put in work. That's what we'll let you do, bro. Because archery don't seem like it's gonna be your sport. I ain't gonna.
Man, I got too much ego and pride in me for the Olympics. I got too much, and you know that. Even for ping pong, I get up there like, man, watch out.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, bro? And here's the catch, bro. Because with competitive ping pong, you dealing with people that's probably like half your height. So maybe you got some leverage, bro.
Oh, for sure. Don't Asian countries usually dominate?
I ain't trying to be racist. Some may think it. Some may think that's the case in that aspect where it's like Asian countries do win a lot. I just think, at that sport specifically, they do very well.
Yeah, fair enough. What else would I be nice at? I'd say boxing, but isn't it more like, you got the headgear and isn't it usually like smaller dudes anyway?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What other event? I mean,
Olympics. What else? Powerlifting, I guess, but yeah, I'm not cleaning no 315, brother. It ain't happening.
Yeah, no. And there's only a couple events for the actual like weightlifting category in the Olympics. You have, what is it? You have powerlifting, and you have I think like the javelin toss and all the other stuff as well. But no, I wouldn't even.
I feel like events like javelin and shot put, they look easier than they actually are.
Yeah. No. For the actual weightlifting section, you have the clean jerk. I'm gonna get it up now. You have the clean jerk, snatch.
Oh, I forget shooting's an event.
That is. I
think I'd be alright at that. What else is on here? Flag football's an event.
They must have just added that.
See, that's the crazy American in me, brother. It's soccer.
Where'd you get flag football from?
Flag football is an event, but I said football, and I was thinking like football.
Okay.
But that's why I said that's the American in me, because it's definitely soccer. But there is flag football.
I'm pretty sure. Is that even
flag
televised?
Football? Probably, but only us Americans care about American football. Yeah, I think really that would be fire if they started sending over NFL players for that. That would be a fun time.
That would be.
I'd tune in for that.
But that would basically be like the NFL's equivalent of what is the event in the off season? What is it called? You know what I'm thinking about.
What event in the off season?
Like you get a whole bunch of your players, your best players during the year. You send them off. What's that event called? I forgot.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Damn, bro.
Referring to some NBA study abroad?
No.
What are you
NFL,
talking about?
NFL. I'm pretty sure once I get it, you're going to be like, oh.
That's probably what it is.
It's literally an event, bro.
But I know, is it the NFL? They'll do like random games in like Turkey or somewhere in the UK, or I think basketball team too. I forget. Was it a professional team or a college team? I think they did a basketball game on an aircraft carrier. I don't know if you saw that.
I heard about it.
What other event would I? Trampoline is in. What is that?
Sick. What is that?
Trampoline. Is it like gymnastics kind of?
Probably. Probably is.
Okay. I do wrestling. Nah, never mind.
Bro, you get tossed.
Yeah. I'm
You
overthinking. That's what them
Dagestan
sumo
knees,
wrestlers.
Nah. You got. No. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be your best bet.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool off that. I am cool.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's still.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably body somebody at some badminton. That'd be fun. Yeah,
Hey,
I
bro,
do some
we're gonna have to
badminton.
see you crank out 1,000 push-ups and 80 sit-ups and 45 pull-ups.
Let's not request the impossible now, brother. Next topic.
Hey, bro,
I've
the
had enough.
requirements to get in there is a 15-minute walk and a 13-minute podcast listen. That's the requirements to get into the event. I'm telling you.
A 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's right up my alley. It's more like it.
Hey, bro, a 13-hour podcast.
Wait,
listen
walk
to
for
get into the
15
event.
minutes? Or I gotta walk a certain distance in 15 minutes?
No. Just a walk for 15 minutes. To get
Say
in
no
there.
more.
See
Do
what
that
I'm
every day.
saying?
It's right up my alley. Axe Apple. Look at my steps.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You'd get fucking crushed in badminton. Those are some fucking killers out there on that
You
fucking
telling me,
pitch.
bro?
You get crushed, bro.
I don't doubt it.
Badminton or pickleball? I want no parts.
Is that an official event now?
I don't think so. I'm just saying in general.
Never
Pickleball,
tried.
bro?
Is that with like that weird little circle thing that they like?
Yeah,
hit?
the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Pickleball, bro.
I'll never. Is that even a sport? Is that what we're calling it now?
I mean, I think it's been like popularized because of the jokes around it. But
We're not gonna call
now
it
a lot
like a
of people-
game.
I think it's a sport.
Do you consider ping pong a sport? I put in the same category as that.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
guess I would
call
too.
it a
But I see
sport.
people like actually expending a lot of energy. Like, what do you constitute as a sport? You like a physical activity where you expend.
It got to be
energy,
more
right?
physical than that, bro.
I mean, but
Like, would you
it
call
gets
like
pretty
pool a
competitive.
sport?
Pool?
I wouldn't call
It
pool
technically
a
is a sport.
sport. Pool is a sport.
Pretty sure they got professional league for pool.
The professional chess. You gonna call chess a sport?
Some would. Some would.
Yeah, nah. I don't think I classify it as that. You got to be doing a little more than that physically.
I'm looking it up right now, bro. And
Is chess a sport?
Chess is a sport.
You know,
Yeah.
I cannot
Dang,
accept that.
the International Olympic Committee and over 100 companies, I said companies, 100 countries recognize chess as a sport.
So why isn't it in the Olympics then if they recognize it?
It's a good question, but it should be, or I guess it could be.
Funny enough, I know skateboarding was made a sport recently. I think a few years ago.
I'm trying to figure out what constitute.
I think the
Something
last
as a
Olympics
sport.
made it. It was the first time they debuted skateboarding. Man, the only skateboarder I know is Tony Hawk, and I feel
Yeah,
like had
and
they
Rob
made that
Dyrdek.
thing, him too. I forget
Because of
about it.
ridiculousness. That's the reason why I know that.
I feel like, man, if they had made skateboarding a sport like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
25 years ago, the boys would have killed out there.
Yeah. Bro, anything could be kind of a sport. I just looked at the definition of a sport. It's any activity that involves physical exertion and skill with some element of competition or social participation. That could literally be anything.
I guess. Not ping pong. Not badminton, sure. Basketball, sure. Equestrian, sure.
Bro, we got to get you in a track and field event.
Yeah,
Nah, shot put. I think you do well in shot put.
Again, I think I said it because I was thinking about it, and I was gonna say that, but like I said, I feel like it's definitely harder than it looks.
It is harder than it looks. I did it in my middle school. I went to like some event.
Yeah, that's
Got it
wealth.
trash.
This dude did shot put in middle school.
No, not
Who does
competitively or
that,
nothing.
bro?
Because there was a meet. There was like a meet for the schools, and got like different
In
meets or
middle
whatever.
school?
Yeah, for track and field, but they didn't have no guy for shot put. So literally, my football coach was like, "Hey, you look big enough. Hey, train for shot put." I was like, "What does that even mean?" He was like, "I don't know. Watch some videos." I was like, "How do I train for this? We don't have nothing. Like, I didn't go to no private school or nothing." I was like, "How do I train for this?" He was like, "You better watch some YouTube videos. The event's in 5 days." So, went home, watched YouTube, went to the event, did awful, ranked last, and I was pissed. I never did it again.
That's funny.
No, it wasn't, bro. That was a stain on my career.
Sounds about right. But that's cool for you though. I know that happened a lot in high school. You know, oh, the strong dudes football team. Hey, you ever tried discus?
It's like, no.
Yo,
And how
you're
do I
running.
practice? Like, that's the biggest question I always ask. You want me to do this, but how do I practice to
Yo.
do it right?
Chances are your high school running back was on the track team.
Yep, he was. He
Mhm.
literally was. In the off
Yep.
season, they're like, oh yeah, stay in shape, run track.
Yep,
So that's how it always is.
for sure. But on to the next one, brother. I think you got some for us.
Yeah, let's see what we got here, man. So I want to kind of touch upon the inflation issue. You know, this is more my bread and butter, up my alley when it comes to fast food. Have you seen a increase in pricing? Because I know I have.
Tell me
We're
about
gonna-
it,
we're gonna
brother.
Dive into it right now, bro. So when it comes to the beloved McDonald's, people are taking a
I got happy. My bad. Keep
come
going.
on, bro. Hold on. I didn't even get to say the full piece yet. People are taking a decisive hiatus
me at
from
McDonald's.
ordering. I know I did, bro. Last thing we want is you to go too far off the ledge.
My food.
Yeah, so people are taking a decisive hiatus from McDonald's. And for McDonald's, their approach is basically lowering prices or adjusting for inflation is how they put it, which is lowering prices for now, just to get people back in the door. And also offering a more, I guess, user-friendly approach. So they're offering $5 kids meals and lowering some prices on some orders and some some orders. So McDonald's is actually I don't know, it's crazy too because their sales is actually still increasing. However, people are like not going as much, which blows my mind. So I mean, for me, that makes me think the volume of orders is going up, even though people are saying they can't afford it.
Nah, for sure. I mean, it's just all over the place, brother. I mean, prices have skyrocketed lately. Did you see that? I believe it was a TikTok of this dude. He went on Walmart. I think that's where he gets his groceries from usually.
Yeah.
And he showed how a few years ago he ordered, I think it was like 2022, 2 years ago, he ordered groceries for himself for the month. And it showed the receipt. He paid like $212, $220.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an option there just to hit like reorder again.
Yeah, he reordered. I
Hit it. And his total doubled. It was like $414. I was like, jeez.
And it blows my mind.
Best
too,
believe.
bro.
I mean, I don't know if he stayed at the same job or not, but if he did, I promise you, his salary did not double.
That's the issue I feel like that everyone's running into. It's like we're paying much more for goods, but also this is something like after COVID. I don't know if you noticed where it's like a lot of companies attribute the rising pricing into like manufacturing or chain issues or chain price increases. So like the cost of goods have gone up, cost of manufacturing has gone up, all these other things, and that gets pushed down to the consumer. The company doesn't eat that cost, we do. However, some articles have said like, oh, a lot of companies are just pushing off those costs and increasing their profit margins, which is a problem because if there isn't necessarily this amount of cost and you're just pushing it off to the consumer, you're making more money, thus increasing the price for the product when you don't have to. And I think, personally, I see it, but I think a lot of us are seeing it more so with, your regular food chains, McDonald's, Five Guys, Chipotle. Bro, Chipotle, bro, sucks. And like the food is good, but the portion sizes and then what you're paying for it doesn't even make sense. But a lot of fast food chains are like that now, attributing a lot of these costs to increased margins or less margins, so they increase the price for the actual food, which I don't know how true that is.
Very true. I mean, across the board, like I said, prices have just skyrocketed and income is not keeping up at all. And funny enough, you brought up Chipotle. I know the CEO came out and said, basically, our standards for portion sizes have never changed, this, that, and the third. And then recently, a few days ago, I saw another headline that said, there might be a few stores that have been violating our policy, but don't let the minority, be the forefront of who we are as a brand, and we'll definitely make sure to retrain this, that, and the third.
Bro, he thinks we're Helen Keller. He's trying to trick us, and I ain't falling for it. I'm
Telling
not
me
falling for it, bro.
I couldn't
The
interview
amount of
that
stores
dude.
I've been to,
I could not interview him, West. I'd Uber each Chipotle in his face.
and show him like this is what
Exactly.
you're serving. This is what you're serving, bro.
I'd order it in his face.
I don't know. It just makes me mad going to a Chipotle because it's like, who's this serving portion for? Like, I'm not some kid in Sudan. I need an actual portion size.
Why would you say that?
That's
Why would you say that?
But here's the thing. I think
So the Sudan doing pretty well for itself as a nation. There was no need to bring them up.
But here's what I'm getting at. I need a bigger portion size. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. They doing all right in Sudan, bro. They're all like giraffes anyway. I think the average Sudanese man's like what, 6'2", 6'3".
I think so. They're doing pretty
They
well
all
for themselves.
tall, bro. They ain't wasn't Bobo and Manubo, aren't they Sudanese?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around that area. But no, man, I think when it comes to like the inflation around like food and groceries, it's astronomical. And bro, you're not even making that much more for it to offset. Like, especially that dude who reordered his order and it was double. Oh, his salary probably went up like a fraction of that.
Yeah.
So it blows my mind. It's frustrating.
Unfortunately. I don't know, like Target, Walmart, a lot of them definitely rolled back prices because they also started to realize things are just getting out of hand and people just don't got the money for these things.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, okay, if I throw on like my financial cap, right, and look at this from a more business perspective, this situation comes down to profit margins, cost of goods, and also like your clientele or your customers. If a company can increase their profit margins, thus by increasing the price of the item, and people will buy it, they're going to continue to do so. So I feel like it's gotten to a point where like COVID and like a lot of the stimulus that people have gotten, stimulus checks and all that stuff, and a lot of, you know, like government intervention, companies feel like they can increase these prices artificially, you know, to some extent, and people just have to buy it. Because you got to remember, groceries is a necessity. You need groceries in the house. You know, when it comes to fast food, is it a necessity? No, but for some people it is, because you can't afford regular groceries. So I think companies have been taking advantage of that, you know, after COVID, just because people were just like, you know, hey, we need this, we need this, we need this. But now people are realizing, like, wait a minute, I'm paying like triple or double the price within 4 years. That's not okay. That's not okay. And it doesn't even make sense. But companies have gotten used to just jacking up prices because of COVID and all the other stuff.
No, absolutely, for sure. But man, see, this is why I need you to hurry up and just get rich, bro. That's the way I see it. If you winning, I'm winning.
Right. No, listen, bro. I'm definitely thinking about it. There's some old lady I seen at a bar.
Leave her alone.
Why? I wasn't gonna rob her.
Leave her alone. Let her be. Don't. Let's not even bring up the old lady, okay? She ain't do nothing to us. Let's not do nothing to her.
I won't do anything. I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't gonna rob her. I'm just gonna ask her how her day was going.
And you're gonna leave it at that, right?
Well, I would assume she has a nice pension, but yeah, I would leave it at that.
So Chevrolet unveiled the new Corvette C8 ZR1. I'm gonna cut right to that because I don't want to hear nothing else about this old lady.
I'm just saying, sure, she seemed like a nice lady, but yeah, we can continue.
But the geniuses over at Chevy have given us a new variant of the C8 Corvette, the ZR1. It has 1,064 horsepower that they managed to squeeze out of that 5.5 liter V8, which is ridiculous.
Oh, you got to tell the people, bro. That's as is. Those are as is numbers. There's no octane. There's no additives needed.
Nope, no special configuration. You get access to all that straight up.
We're gonna see a lot of wrecked, ZR1s, unfortunately. But
no, I don't think so. Due to
you don't think so?
It'll be a limited run for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
bro,
they did say they plan on doing it, having it much more. It'll be more accessible this time around because the last ZR1, I believe, only 3,000 were ever made. That's why you've probably never seen one in person.
Yeah.
but it'll definitely be more accessible. And they haven't released the official MSRP, but sources are saying it'll most likely be around 150 and 200.
Which
Definitely
is
sub
insane for
200,
something like that.
which is ridiculous for over 1,000 horsepower stock.
Yeah.
And
It's absurd.
the numbers, when you compare this car to other vehicles in its echelon, we talking Bugatti Chiron. We talking Porsche 918 Spider. We talking McLaren. I believe the P1 or the Senna, one or the other. And these are 3, 4, 5 up to multi-million-dollar vehicles. So it definitely makes you think as a consumer, I guess, not even as a car person, just as a consumer, really. Why would I go and spend all this money on a Corvette? It's a 5-figure thing if I want to get the tires changed. It's a 5-figure oil change.
True.
I gotta get this done every 6 months. Maintenance is the price of a used car. And why would I go through all this when I can just go and buy a Corvette?
Yeah.
And again, all this is factory insured, which is insane for a car that powerful.
That's what I'm saying. I've had the money. That's definitely the route I'd go.
For sure.
For the money, it's the best that you can get if you're looking at cars in that category.
Absolutely. Do you think that this might be the last hurrah for the Corvette?
I do think, because when we were talking off camera, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, I think you mentioned that the engineer who made this, I think he's retiring soon. So I think especially for him, this was a last hurrah. Moving forward though, but I don't think they're gonna continue to like venture down this path with like the crazy horsepower in their, in that Corvette lineup.
True. I don't know if you heard, there are rumors, I think it might be a confirmed thing, but no images or footage has come out. There is supposed to be a Corvette SUV coming out at some point.
I'm curious to know what that would look like. I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't make it electric. Don't give me another Mustang Mach-E.
I don't think I can. Probably.
I don't think I can do another one of those, brother.
I would want to know what would that even look like.
That car makes me sad. The Mustang Mach-E makes me sad as a person.
It's a blender on 4 wheels, but some people own it. Some people like it. It seems like
there's no way you like that car.
Why? Like, what good
you
reason
woke
would
up,
you have to buy
walked
it,
into a Ford dealership. Out of all the cars there, you decided to pick up a Mustang Mach-E. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. Think about it.
They're better EVs, as a matter of fact.
That is very true.
For that price point, you paying what, 60? I don't remember what MSRP is on that car. I wouldn't know in the first place. But
yeah, it doesn't seem like your wheelhouse.
Not at all. I feel like it's around 60. Let me check. Am I spot on? It starts at 42.
Yeah.
It goes up to 65.
Yep.
Oh. Spending $65,000 of your hard-earned money on a Mustang Mach-E is concerning.
Bro. But I've seen those Mach-E's on the road. I don't think I've seen probably a fully spec'd out one like that, but I've seen them on the road.
There's no visual difference.
So what is it? Just more mileage and probably
you get 480 horsepower, 270 on the range. Fast charging, you get 189 miles, which is 80% in 45 minutes. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that wouldn't be where I put my money. I wouldn't put 60 grand into that. I'm not gonna lie.
I want no parts. Listen, this can, if there's one thing you ever take away from this podcast, this platform, anything, please do not buy an electric vehicle.
Well, put that one in asterisk.
No. I don't care if it's a Tesla, if it's a Rivian. It could be what is
Rivian,
it?
Nah, that's a bad idea. they're crazy
Rivian,
expensive.
could be
Expensive, like to fix them is insane.
could be a Lucid. I don't care if you bought a Cybertruck. What is it that ridiculously fast one? It's a multi-million-dollar vehicle. Starts with an R. All I'm gonna look up is fastest EV. And it's gonna pull up. Fastest EV. No. Rimac Nevera. Even that, which is probably the coolest EV I've personally seen.
Yeah, bro.
But even at that,
who has no
man,
money for that?
Very true. And I think they've started to roll back production on that because people just aren't buying it.
For that part, exactly.
Which is ridiculous. I think 0 to 60 on that car is still like, what? I think a second or a second and a half.
That's a rocket.
Exactly.
I don't want it if I could own it. What you going to do with it, bro? Where are you going?
It's 1.85. Yeah, 0 to 60.
That's insane. Where are you going? What are
It
you
does
doing?
a quarter mile in 8.6 seconds. Which is wild.
Yeah, bro. Continue on your rant about how you want to destroy the planet and you want your V8s.
Listen. Don't make me say it again, brother.
No, we don't. You don't need to say it again. We got your.
That's
That's your point. We definitely picked it up the first time you did it. We definitely picked that up.
I said my piece. If you don't get the reference, see, you got to listen to the last episode.
Definitely the references there, my man.
For sure. I may or may not have given a glimpse into my political views there.
Well, yeah.
Neither here nor there.
Possible political views.
Indeed. But no, I do feel as though Chevy definitely gave us a masterpiece with this new Corvette. I'm interested to see how it does market wise. Because
I think it'll do well.
I'm not sure, because since they said this one will be more accessible compared to the last ZR1, if, I don't know, 50,000 are made, 10,000,
well, yeah,
and they start hitting the used market, then it's what? The markup hits it, and now this is what, a $350,000 car?
That's the issue.
Because, I mean, if we keep it above, bro, this car is easily worth more than 150, 200.
Which the dealerships know, because they jack up the price once they get it.
Yep.
That's always a dilemma I've always seen, bro. It's like the manufacturer has an MSRP, and then you go to the dealership, and it's like 30% more.
Well, I can't believe I'm about to give them a compliment. This is why I do like what Tesla does. They kind of cut out the middleman.
Yeah,
with their whole buying process. Because if you don't know, Tesla doesn't have dealerships; they have showrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk into a Tesla showroom, you can test drive, look at the materials, look at the car. But if you actually want one, they'll like take you through the process. You pick the vehicle, you pick the trim, your color, your wheels, you want the self-driving package, which is, I think it's like a $7,000, $9,000 option.
Yeah, it's going up in price.
Yeah. Pick that as well. Wait a few months, be dumped at your doorstep.
I'll give them credit for that, definitely.
For sure. I feel like that definitely helps them avoid markup. But, with a brand as big as GM, I don't know if they can get away with all that.
Nah, they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to. Like, the sheer volume would just be insane.
Yep. And I don't think they have a place to just keep that many cars and just wait for orders. And I don't think they have the capacity to like make them like built to order like that.
Yeah, nah. I'm pretty sure they would
be really, really tedious.
That'd be cost ineffective.
Exactly. So again, shout out to Chevy for their I almost said automatic. Automative? Is that the right word?
Depends on what you're trying to say.
Car related, automated, right?
Automotive.
Wow. Yeah, I knew something was wrong. Their automotive masterpiece. Much love to them. Tim Kaniskis, you could learn a thing or two.
You said he was
no shade, but you could learn something.
Bro. Giving shade to the wrong.
I don't. You know what? You're right. I think he just retired too. Stellantis former CEO.
Tim's trying to lead the company and do right things.
Who's the CEO of Stellantis? Carlos Tavares. Yeah.
That's the gentleman who left.
Yeah. I can't forgive him.
Bro, you're gonna have to get
I
get
can't
over it.
forgive him.
Would
I
you nut up
can't
and get over
forgive
it?
him. I can't forgive him. Brother, when these new Dodge Chargers hit the market, it's going to be bad. And I feel like they're going to have to pivot somewhere. Because I know you get the EV option. You're probably going to get some GT version with, what, 400, 500, whatever horsepower.
Yep.
And then I also know there is one gas-powered version, but you get this Hurricane inline 6 engine in it. Don't nobody want that.
Yeah, no.
I know the interiors are much nicer. They finally upgraded them. But even with that, I feel like a lot of people are going to buy the Hurricane one. That'll probably be the most popular option. And they'll just be Hellcat swapping it or Scat swapping it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They just
You
swap.
know, for sure.
Because now at that point, you just have a upgraded interior, you know, with a V8 in it. So
For sure. But I'm excited to see the next step for Chevy. Is this the end of the Corvette as we know it? How does the next Corvette look? You know, just
That's a real
I'm
interesting take.
really, really interested to see where they take it.
I don't think
The
they're
next
done.
Corvette
I'll be
look.
honest.
Are they just gonna go straight EV? Because I don't know. It's a real funny thing. EVs were starting to like the future, but now they're not selling very well. But everyone's still making changes in that direction. I know, like Porsche, they made cuts to their lineup, and they're also bringing in EV options as well.
But that's the thing, man. When it comes to EV,
You have to
it's
double
like,
check me on. I think like the Cayman, they cut some options for that, and
yeah.
I know they're bringing in a 911 electric car.
Well,
or
most
electric
companies
variant.
are doing it, bro. But you gotta remember, it's mandated by the government as well, like to start pushing that direction. Not mandated, but there's incentive to push that direction. Some companies, I think, are making their own mandates within, you know, to have certain set dates for EVs and all that stuff.
I guess, bro. Well, hey, we'll see. Cause hey, yeah, give it a few more years when these EVs start hitting that 5, 6, 7 year mark, and you need a brand new battery.
That part is gonna be rough.
You go to Tesla.
That's
Oh, you
going
just
to
need a
be-
new battery. Okay, how much is it gonna cost me? 1,000, 1,500, 15K.
Yeah.
Now rip up the floor, take that big old carpet looking battery out, and give you a brand new one. You're good as good. That's all you need. Yeah, 15,000. That's what the car won't even be worth that by then.
Nope. And that's where I think that the dilemma comes in when it comes to EV. It's like, okay, well, this vital part of the vehicle that I need costs more than the actual car. Now you might have to start looking at something new.
Don't worry. You EV lovers gonna learn the hard way.
Listen, bro, I'm like in the middle camp. You see what I'm saying? I'm in the middle.
Yeah, stay over there.
camp.
Stay
Definitely
over there.
in the middle camp.
Mm-mm.
I still love my gas powered vehicles, but I can see that EV will probably eventually
Absolutely not.
be the move, unfortunately. But I'll
Don't
still
worry.
enjoy my.
I'm gonna figure something out. That might be my life project. Find a way to turn find a way to turn. I don't know. Piss into 93
solar
octane.
plant and bomb them. What you gonna do, bro?
I'm gonna figure something out, brother.
Let's do it. Hey, bro. But also there's like different alternatives to fossil fuel. We have like different fuels that they use as well. Maybe they could
For sure.
use that.
I know they were pushing hydrogen at one point, but
But
I think that's
it's
really
expensive
inefficient.
and yeah,
That too. And
it's super expensive to do that.
Yeah, you gotta swap out those fuel cells, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't make big power out of them. It's no fun.
Yeah.
No fun at all. I
Nah,
mean,
but
I'm looking at time,
choosing that
brother.
route.
You wanna call it here, or you wanna squeeze in one last topic?
I mean, I don't have another one, man. I don't have another one.
It's funny because technically I didn't have one either, but I remembered something that happened recently. So,
Fair enough.
want to get into that real quick, or you want to call it here?
Let's get it going. What you got?
All right, cool. So, content creator Phantom. I'm sure you're aware of who that is. A member of
Yeah, I
AMP,
already
New
know
York
who it
native
is.
from the
Yeah.
Bronx.
Yeah, I already know what
I
you're going with this
believe-
story.
You're what happened?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I believe, or the day before. I think it was yesterday.
It was just-
He was here in New York. He was attending the Dominican Day Parade, and police showed up. They stopped him. He was in his purple Lamborghini. They stopped him. They had guns out. Told him to step out the vehicle. They took his car, they skirted off.
Crazy, bro.
Yep.
Showed up.
Few hours.
Get out.
Oof.
Run
Few
that.
hours later, man, the cop was posting pictures, flexing in front of the Urus. I was like, oh man,
Bro.
I'll tell you this
That's
though, brother.
not looking good for NYPD.
NYPD got a big lawsuit on the way.
For sure. For sure.
Big lawsuit. And I mean, this is probably no surprise to no one, but New York already pays between like $250 and $300 million a year in settlements because of all the foolishness.
That's a crazy running balance. I'm not gonna lie. They need Saul Goodman on their team. I'm not gonna hold you because that's
telling
insane,
me,
bro.
but just a lot of foolishness happens, and you can imagine that's the stuff that doesn't get swept under the rug,
Right.
you know. But I watched I didn't watch the full thing, but I started a video of him giving his explanation of what happened. Apparently, he already called ahead of time and got all the permits to be there and be part of the parade. There was already it's a parade again, so there's already a massive police presence. He was saying like from the naked eye, he could already see like 150 to 300 cops in the vicinity. He didn't announce ahead of time that he'd be there to his audience, so there was no, oh, there's a massive crowd of people here to see Phantom. A crowd did accumulate as time went on, but that was when he was trying to leave because he didn't want it to become an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, I think Scott, remember Kai Sinatra tried to do a little event in the city, and somehow I'm assuming he just forgot how popular he was. Yeah. And I think it was over in Union Square, and things got out of hand real bad.
Yeah, definitely.
But
not good.
Phantom, he definitely tried to go through all the proper channels, but I guess NYPD just wasn't with it. He had a crowd of people around. The cops came over with guns out, which was completely unnecessary. There was children around the cars. Phantom, Phantom, Phantom. And you got guns pointed for what? It was completely uncalled for and unwarranted. But that did happen. You know, took him out the car. Like I said, a police officer jumped in his car and they drove off with it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are they not supposed to call a tow?
They're supposed to
If they're taking your vehicle?
Yeah, but I've seen instances where like a cop will take it to
like he'll jump, he'll ask you for your car key and drive your car away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what the circumstances are. I guess they have to be like extenuating circumstances for that to even happen. But no, they just jumped in. You got to remember too, bro. It's NYPD, dude. I mean,
you're right.
Like, come on.
That's still wild though. To do it to someone that popular, you know that this is gonna get around, and he was live streaming at the time
the whole time. That was the thing too. He was live streaming all of it. So it's like, if I'm one of these officers where I'm like, wait a minute.
I would have pulled Sergeant aside. Listen. I don't think we should do this. This is not a good
That's
idea.
What I'm saying, bro.
He got a big audience, you know.
Yeah, this is gonna get back real fast.
Exactly.
He's live streaming. Like, this is live. This is gonna get back real quick. So, and then you have one Muppet from the NYPD who decides to post up with the Urus. Yeah, bro, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Telling me, I just hope I hope Phantom or someone took a picture of the odometer before they handed it off. Oof.
Well, I'm pretty sure
get that car back.
Like live stream, hopefully.
Maybe. Was Phantom driving? I think I'm not sure.
No, he wasn't. He was in the passenger seat.
Okay, he wasn't. Damn.
Hopefully they got something because that.
I hope they got the mileage because I know if you get it back and there's 80 more miles than previous.
You know what's up, yeah.
Yeah. But apparently he said he did get the car back like 4 hours later.
Because they knew that this was.
They knew they dragged it. It was completely uncalled for, but that's NYPD for you, I guess. I don't know if you saw. They called in a police chopper for bro.
I seen the chopper too. Yeah,
I'm like, for what?
It didn't make sense.
Just dragged the whole thing. He just blew it out of proportion for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, and if anything, it looks way worse on them. I mean, they're the only party that was the aggressor in this situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
especially with guns drawn, that could have gone bad real quick.
With the amount of people, all you needed was one trigger-happy officer, and it would have been a bad day.
Absolutely, but fortunately, everyone was safe. No lives were lost. Nobody really hurt. He got his car back, and his lawyers got some coming down the pipeline for PD.
Nice
so
T-ball
he gonna get his nice little settlement coming his way.
For
I
sure.
don't know. For someone that's, I ain't pocket watching, but I know Phantom got some coin on him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even care about the money. I want an apology.
Nah, I'll take the money too.
Be like, you gonna give me $1 million payout? Yeah, all right. Make it 800,000. I want an apology from every single person who was there. And I gotta write the apology letter. I'm very, very sorry to Phantom for falsely arrested. An apology from every single one of them.
Nah, that's funny. They'll probably. I'm not gonna lie. Within the next couple of days, I'm pretty sure they'll issue a statement just to kind of get in front of it, because it looks bad. It looks very bad.
Hey, bro. That settlement is on the way.
For sure.
I don't even know what the defense would be in police officers'
They'd have to make up
perspective.
something. They'd have to make up something. They thought they seen something. They thought something happened, because you gotta. I mean, it doesn't make sense for that to happen how it did. There's nothing.
I think they illegally searched the vehicle too.
That's another thing. Bro. This is a T-ball case for a nice defense lawyer, bro, because that's the violation of the 4th Amendment.
Sounds about right.
And if they have no extenuating circumstance, yeah, that's a nice case.
Yeah, see, like it looked like he just got pulled over for being Phantom, and they just chalked it up to that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like more of like a intimidation tactic, because there was no probable cause for anything. Not to search the vehicle. I'm not sure to even pull him over either. It was just kind of like, oh, we know who you are, type deal. Bro, NYPD is one of the biggest gangs in America. Let's be honest here.
You ain't lying, brother. But hey, it is what it is. You play the game.
Hey, bro. But hey, as always, another successful episode we got going.
Indeed. Yeah, I think that's what we got for today. So we'll call it there
for today. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll do the outro. We'll let the Nigerian Night Stalker to the break. As always,
I gotta
guys,
get ready for my eating
we
competition.
Appreciate y'all.
No, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
What you have to say,
I just want to say, make sure y'all check me out. August 7th, I will be at the Paris Olympics for the eating competition. I'll be going up against Joey Chestnut.
You said the Paralympics.
I definitely didn't say that.
Oh,
and if I did, we're going to fix it in post.
Okay.
I said Paris Olympics.
Oh, okay. All right. My fault. Dang.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to figure out what part of you is disabled, dog. I don't. Just trying to figure something out, bro.
Oh,
go ahead, bro.
Moving real slow, brother. Maybe you might qualify.
Bro, I'd give them a run for their money, literally.
I know we said no more stories, but I don't remember that headline. I forgot what team it was. I think they're in the last Paralympics. They had people pretend to be disabled for the basketball event. And they was hooping on these people.
That's sick. That's so sick. That's so wrong on so many levels, bro. Got some poor guy in a wheelchair hooping for his country, and you put in somebody that's abled and got both legs working. That's bullying. I'm not gonna lie. That ain't a fair fight.
Oh, it's a little funny, bro.
No, it's funny, but it's messed. That's messed up. That's messed up for sure.
Oh, it was a Spanish basketball team that pretended to be disabled to win Paralympic gold.
Nah, bro. Run all those medals. They don't deserve them. Run all those medals. And I know they was, bro. They was laughing it up once they got those medals and went home.
Oh, that is funny, bro. But hey, don't worry, y'all. We never do such a thing over here. We keep it authentic. We stay.
How much money we talking?
Yeah, true. We can't be bought. It's bad.
Well,
I don't care much for a medal. Yeah, just make the paper happen.
That's my biggest thing. But hey,
but till then,
yeah, we'll
cross that bridge when we get there.
Exactly.
Took the words out of my mouth.
I guess we'll walk it though. Anyway, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure again, as always. Definitely stay tuned for another episode.
Or not. I'd understand. I get it. I don't think I want to come back either. I understand.
Hey, bro, for the type of conversations we have, you never know what could be said. You never know what'll come next. So I think it'd be a great time tuning in, just listening. But yeah, stay tuned. Give us a like on the
No,
socials.
for sure.
Subscribe
Absolutely,
as well.
absolutely. Subscribe to the YouTube. Check us out on the Spotify, Instagram, the 414 official, TikTok, same thing, 414 official.
Yep.
Am I missing something? The Apple podcast is on the
We're
way.
working on it, man.
It's coming. We're working on it.
Some
I was thinking
issues,
about it
we're
earlier
working
today.
on
I'm
it.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We got to get on that. It's on the way.
Word. We'll do
It's
it.
on the way.
We'll do it.
Next, it's what, July 30th right now? Next month for sure.
Yeah, we should be.
We should
set,
have
man.
something out. But thank you all again for listening. Until next time.
Peace.